Hello, my name is Kaitlin Studt and I attend Seattle University. I'm a public affairs major and nonprofit leadership major with a business management minor. I live in Seattle, King County. I understand there are 2 internship sessions between June 3rd and August 9th and June 17th for August 21st. I'm available for the June 17th session start. I can be available for other opportunities in the summer, but that is ultimately dependent on my class schedule. Tell me about myself. I'm originally from the San Francisco Bay Area, and now I'm a student who is looking to settle down at Seattle University. State and social services actually play a big role in my life. I was born with pediatric baby stroke, which is rare in children and unexpected for my family, given the medical situation. My family is fortunate enough to afford good health care. However, they need help finding resources to support me, which is where they reached out to the California Children's Services as a request from my doctor, or CCS, and they came in to help me. The staff there helps my family find the right therapist and early intervention programs to help with my speech and motor skills. I credit my full mobility to do that and to early intervention to my family support. From my experience, I know how important it is for a person to get the right support to succeed. Perseverance and empathy taught me that curiosity are 3 traits that I can bring to DSHS, which is part of the reason why I'm applying. Overcoming my disabilities taught me to never give up when daily activities that other people take for granted, like stapling papers, are harder for me. Because of my right hemiparesis, opening a bottle can be hard, but I never let that stop me. I passed physical education like everybody else. I learned to ride a full-size horse and even perform on stage. Because of my struggles, I am naturally able to empathize with anybody who feels different. Because I straddle between the average world and the disabled world, I am always curious to know another person's perspective. I want to know how feeling another person is important and how I can help a person feel welcome. This is why I helped start our campus's first mental health infinity space, a safe space for neurodivergent students specifically to come together, get resources from staff, faculty, and even peer support. In some ways, Infinity Space is what I hope to work for the larger Washington community, and I really, really would appreciate that. I can give you an example of when I felt creating an environment and differences are valued, encouraged, and supported if necessary. Theater is an important part of my life since I was young. My parents said I was born to be dramatic. However, theater is not always a diverse environment that so much people decide to disable to do. I was able to dedicate my project in my senior year to opening the theater to disabled and disadvantaged kids who will never have the opportunity to do that for financial or other reasons. I joined forces with the San Carlos Children's Theater, or SCCT as we call ourselves for short, and then partnered with the local Arbor-based school, which serves children with learning differences. I am able to bring my perspective and adaptive skills in creating the curriculum to fit the needs of these children. And separately, I created a diversity video per request from the San Carlos School District, where we spotlighted one neurodivergent student and helped other students in his district understand that his behavior is different, and most importantly, why their differences can be interesting and good. And we hope to continue this positive message today. The video is now permanently being used during Diversity Week for the local school district that continue to help the next generations understand how we can do better. Here's a time where I was able to exceed my own performance standards. Before doing the capstone project, I loved being on stage. I was always afraid to be in a musical because of my weak right side. I could sing, but because everyone is right-handed, dancing became a little bit harder. In high school, I finally got the courage to try, as that was one of the only options. Honestly, I thought, I'd be better to hide in the background, maybe pretend to dance, and then sing some songs. So I decided, though, that it's worth trying to dance and sing at the same time. So I decided to record all the leads and practice more than anyone else, even when I felt a little clumsy compared to the rest of my castmates. To my surprise, I was able to follow along. Of course, I was still in the back and definitely not the best dancer or singer for that matter. I proved to myself, if I believe I can, then I can. In 5 years, I see myself working in the world of human services. For my classwork especially, I prepared myself by learning about community outreach and community development through the help of my amazing professors. I specifically have been able to relate to the biracial disabled community and being able to include them in my work. My current campus job as Student Events and Activities Council taught me the importance of program design and implementation to include the broadest group of people. I even was able to advocate in there to help have earplugs and other kind of devices for other students that can feel overwhelmed at our larger events that are happening this year. I would love to be able to apply my learnings about this community-based research to the real world, where I've learned about talking to people and working with nonprofit and community people to where these communities are by meeting them where they're at local places, local events, and just talking to them. I hope to gain two main things from this internship. The two objectives are to engage the local community in some manner and further develop my interpersonal skills between staff members and students that will help with community outreach in the long run. I want to learn more about the current in-need populations at any sort of mannerism through community outreach and through this Washington Disability Services Program. I want to learn how I can help the in-need population discover and navigate free and affordable services, as sometimes it's really hard to do that when you're not able to find the internet or just able to even afford it. I want to build trust with community, as that is one of the most important factors to even do this work in the first place. I hope to be able to have the opportunity to gain more skills, experience, and tools so I can help do this. I also heard about this internship finally from Seattle University Career Fair and my advisor. Thank you.